Welcome again to our history class, and today we shall be looking at the introduction of history, where we shall start by defining history. When we define history, we say history is the study of past events, particularly human affairs, and how they have shaped the present and the future. So we define history as the study of past events. Then we move on to the various importance of studying history. We say first one, it helps in understanding how societies have evolved. That's the first importance. The second one, we can say the causes of historical events and the impacts on contemporary issues. How these issues affect our day-to-day activities. Uh, Sorry for that. So we move on to the next one. You can say the historical methods and sources of history. We shall start by defining historical inquiry. We shall say that historical inquiry is the process of investigating and analyzing the past events using various methods and tools. We can look also at the types of historical sources. We can start by the first sources, which is defined as the primary source, which are original documents or artifacts from time being studied. For example, letters, diaries, photographs, official records, etc. We look at the other source, which is secondary source. We can say is the interpretation or analysis of primary sources, e.g. textbooks, articles, and documentaries. Then we go to the next source, which are oral traditions. We say oral traditions are verbal accounts and stories passed through generations, especially important in African history. These oral traditions are passed through the word of mouth. We can also look at the prehistoric early human societies which have existed in history. We start with the prehistoric period, which was an understanding of early human development before the adventure of written records. We can also look at the Stone Age. The Stone Age, this is the period characterized by the use of stones, tools, and early human societies. In the Stone Age, you can discuss two eras, which are the first one is the Paleolithic era, which is the early phase of the Stone Age with hunter-gatherer societies. We can look at the other one, which is the Neolithic era, which is the later phase marked by the development of agriculture and settled communities. We can also look at some of the ancient African civilization. You can start by looking at the Egypt civilization, which is one of the earliest and most influential civilization in Africa, known for its pyramids, hieroglyphics, and contribution of science and culture. You can look at the next one, which is the Kingdom of Kush, located south of Egypt, known for its own rich culture and contribution to the Nile Valley. You can also look at the Great Zimbabwe, which is a medical city that was center of trade and culture in southeastern Africa. We can also look at governments. You can start by defining government. We say government is a system or group of people governing an organized community, which is generally a state which mainly occurs through a community. You can also look at the three arms of government, which are also the functions. Start with the first one, which is the legislature. You can say that it is mandated in making laws and policies. The next one is the executive, which is for implementing and enforcing laws and policies. The other one is judiciary, which is for interpreting laws and ensuring justice. We first of all look at the types of government. There are various types of government. The first one is democracy. It's a system where power is vested on the people who exercise it directly through elected representatives, such as our own country, Kenya. We look at the other one, which is direct, which is example of democracy. We have two examples, which is direct democracy, and also we have representative democracy. The other one is monarchy, a form of government where a king or queen acts as the head of state, often hereditary. The other one is oligarchy, a government where power rests in the hands of a small group of individuals or families. The last one is autocracy, a system where single rule holds significant power, often without consent of the governed.